going on, everybody? Welcome back. This is MP with MP Talk Sports, and it's been a while, so we do have some updates on the coaching staff here in New England. Obviously, Mike Vrabel was named the head coach on January 13th after Gerard Mayo was fired immediately after the final game of the season. Now, it always seemed like Vrabel was going to be the guy that they brought here in New England, even though we did do other interviews. I mean, Vrabel was hired just 8 days after Gerard Mayo was fired. So it came no surprise to me that when they announced that Mike Vrabel was the new head coach of the New England Patriots, and I'm excited to have him here. This is 100% where he's supposed to be. And he said when he got hired, "It's clear to me in my soul this was the place I wanted to be." And on that very first day, he went and he sat in that chair at his desk and he said, "It feels like home." Now, I've said it 1,000 times. I am very big on the fact that we have an experienced guy that wants to be here in New England. I mean, he played here under Bill and Josh. He won 3 Super Bowls here, and this is where he belongs. And he has a lot of plans for New England moving forward. He talked about, how he's going to hold everybody to high standards. He himself has high standards. He has high standards for himself. He's going to hold every player accountable. He wants the players to hold each other accountable. And he's going to listen to the players with the intent of understanding and not just listening to respond. In terms of on the field, he talked about how he wants to focus on the O line. He wants to focus on protecting the passer, and he also wants to improve the run game, which our O line last year was atrocious. We ranked 26th with almost a 9% quarterback sack percentage. And he also talked about how he wants to throw the ball. He wants to throw the ball as much as he can with Drake May, but he also wants to be able to run the ball in situations where you should run the ball, and he wants to be able to do it successfully. But just listening to the way that Vrabel spoke during these interviews, he seems so much more in tuned, so much more involved and interested in being the head coach of the New England Patriots, way more than Mayo did. I mean, it doesn't appear that Vrabel is going to be that type of guy that digs himself into a hole and then has to dig himself out of it. Um, but so Vrabel is a familiar face here in New England, and another familiar face came on January 21st when they hired Josh McDaniels as the offensive coordinator. This is his third stint in New England, and he has won 3 Super Bowls here. And you could argue that having a familiar face in New England, 2 familiar faces in New England, could be a bad thing. But, and I know that I've said that we have to get rid of the old school mentality of thinking, but not everything was bad. Not everything with the Patriot way was bad. The only thing that we need to do, that we need to really adjust, is we need to adjust and learn how to coach a new generation of players. And Josh and Vrabel have worked with each other before, not as coach and coach, but as coach and player. But just like Vrabel, this is home to Josh. So again, it's personal, and they share a personal history as well as having that mutual love for New England. And they share the same vision. And having these two guys together should give us some trust in the fact that the communication is going to be so much more better between these two roles. It was no secret last year that the communication between Gerard Mayo and AVP was not all that good. I mean, Mayo didn't even himself didn't have good communication, and he didn't know how to speak. He didn't know when to keep his mouth shut. Them two are going to be able to have a different type of professionalism and a much better open communication policy. Um, this is with these two together. This is going to be a ginormous upgrade for us. And in Josh's first interview, he said The offense takes the field for one reason, and that's to put points on the board. So our number one goal is to take care of that and to score as much as we can, which thank God. I mean, last year we didn't score much last season. We ranked 30th in scoring. There's 32 teams, and we ranked 30th in scoring. Overall, I believe Josh McDaniels was the right hire for OC. I think that Mike Vrabel was the right hire for a head coach. Um, so with again these two guys coming together, and the third guy that we added, the only new face in New England, came on January 22nd when they hired Terrell Williams as the defensive coordinator. He previously was the defensive line coach for the Detroit Lions, but he may be new to New England, but he's not new to Mike Vrabel. He worked with Vrabel in Tennessee as a D line coach, and in his first year there, the Titans defense ranked eighth overall, third in points allowed, 10th on third down, and second in the red zone. And Vrabel relied on Williams a lot for a lot of different things when they were together in Tennessee. Um, he talked about how he's just an overall good guy. And Williams said that one of the biggest reasons why he did come to New England was because of Vrabel. He has a lot of respect for him. He knows how he is as a coach. He believes in him as a coach and as a person. And he wanted to be back coaching with him. And he said, being successful is important, but some places are more committed. And I believe the New England Patriots are committed to being a great organization, which we are. I we for many years now we have done some questionable things, but I do believe that the Patriots way and the end goal has never changed at all here in New England. Um, so I think Vrabel and Josh and the Crafts is starting to realize that they need to change things, and the way that they're going to change things is bring in these experienced coaches that have good connections with each other, that are professional with each other, and that's going to change significantly for the next season. Um, Terrell also mentioned that he wants to play hard, he wants to play physical, and wants to do anything that it takes to win. So with these three guys together, and the way that they talk and the things that they say, hopefully they will be able to show action coming forward next season. I truly believe that we will see a huge difference in just the overall way this team is. And with these three guys and the connections and the relationships that they have across the league, New England could be a desirable place for players to want to come and play at. Just it used to be a very desirable place for players to want to come and play. And again, over the last few years, it has not been. And I truly believe this is going to change. This is going to change this year. Um, we have the cap space, and with that cap space, we can make major moves, and hopefully they're smart ones. Um, and these guys, all three of these guys, should be able to influence that. So hopefully next season is a great season. But if you like my videos, please like and subscribe. Like and subscribe to follow for more Patriots updates and comments. Thanks for watching. I'm MP, and this is MP Talk Sports.